Today it's all about lupins and sunflowers, and actually creating the bed where they're going to be going into. I love lupins, they're part of the pea family, and I've been meaning to put them into the garden for quite some time, but I haven't had time to get around to it really anyway. So I've got that shitty bed over there, which I think is going to be lovely because it's near the terrace and you can see it. There is where they're going to go. So it's right next to my hosta bed, which still looks fucking amazing. Anyway, so it's going here. I've put some grass on it and I put some leaf mulch on it, which I'm going to mow over to make it smaller. And I uncovered my bananas the other day, and obviously that leaf mulch is going to go on here as well. So what I'm going to have to do is just prepare the damn thing. So I've got some soil at the back of the garden, and this is what I'm going to use to actually, you know, fill up this bed. And I know that David keeps on telling me to put cardboard down and then put the soil on top, which makes complete and utter sense. But in this country, it's pretty much impossible to actually get enough cardboard because everything is getting fucking recycled. Anyway, so no cardboard, and yeah, so I'm going to have to start preparing the bed and then sowing my seed. This is the size the bed's going to be. So this is the kind of lupin seeds I bought, just a mixture of them. I put them in water overnight so that they can, you know, swell up a little bit. Then germination should be easier. Also, when you plant lupins from seeds, they may not flower the first year. So the second year they flower, the first year they kind of like look like a head of lettuce, very much like foxglove. So to mitigate that I'm just looking at the bare field, I bought some. I bought this one, and I bought this one, which I just broke. I just broke that off. Anyway, it's going to grow again. So that I have sunflowers this year as well as sunflowers next year. Each year they should multiply by themselves. Then in and amongst them I'm also going to plant some sunflowers, because I think it's going to be nice. So you've got some lupins, you've got some sunflowers, and maybe some dill as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scatter a shitload of seeds and have a look what happens. You know, make it look natural. And yes, clearly I transferred the soil from the back of the garden to the front of the garden, and there's going to be a lot of weeding I'm going to have to do. That's just the way it is. The good thing is with lupins, they've got very specific leaves, as you can tell here. So these are going to be quite easy to identify, so I'm not going to be ripping them out because that would be a bitch. But before I'm going to do anything at all, I'm going to have to start mowing over my leaves from my banana to then be able to mulch the whole thing once I pop in the seeds. So this is what you're left with. Wonderful stuff. You can just, you know, dump on that to make it all look uniform. So I'm going to start planting my shit, putting in the seeds, and yeah, then have a look how everything is going to come together. The whole mowing over leaf thing, it really is worth doing. It looks a little bit shitty right now, but it will look great later on. I mean, there really isn't much to place right now because I only have 2 plants, so I'm just going to put the seeds in and amongst them, and then at the back I'm going to put the sunflower seeds. So at the front it's going to be the lupins, and at the back there's going to be the sunflower seeds, or the sunflowers at the end. So I think that's going to be looking quite nice. So very organized. Bucket full of mulch, seed in, a little bit of mulch on top so I know where the seed is, and then just continue until I'm all done, and then throw that stuff everywhere. So the distribution of the lupins should be a given by now, so it's looking quite good. I'm just going to do exactly the same with the sunflowers, and then I'm done. Yay! And then obviously water it, blah 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 blah, you know, the usual thing. So I was a little bit more violent with my sunflowers, but you know, I did exactly the same thing last year and it worked perfectly well. So apparently they like to be trampled by 100 kilos of weight. Let's have a look how every single thing is going to come into fruition in a little while. I think about 2 or 3 weeks we should be seeing boom, 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 things popping up. So yeah, wonderful. Again, it's going to be an update video. I shall talk to you guys later. Bye.